Lights. Those lights are way brighter than that one. Oh God. Sunglasses still don't do shit. Those hit your head on, they're bright. How many other people ride their bikes at night or like or feel comfortable or willing to ride their bike at night? Because for me to take my bike to work, I have to ride my bike in the dark to get there. And this part is probably the sketchiest part. Because as you can see, there's trees all the way along my right hand side. And it's really dark. And my biggest thing is if something decides to jump out at me. You know, if a deer or something decides to run across the road. That's my biggest concern about riding at night. But I guess I can say it's a risk I'm willing to take. Because I've added lights. Like these are high beams. And those are low beams with just the highway pegs and the factory light. See, there's a, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a porcupine there. But on this bike, the way I have it set up is when I go to low beams, the lights down here on the highway peg that my feet are covering, they stay on all the time. They don't really turn off. Like I could wire them to a switch so I could turn them off. Ah, it's raining in my face. But I could wire them to say turn off, but the way the lights are on this bike, being a 2006 and just regular old run-of-the-mill halogens, and there was never a top-of-the-line bike to begin with, and the fact that it's fallen down and been dropped so many times, the factory light ain't doing so great anymore. It's honestly, I had to re-weld the little like bracket that the light sits on so it can even like stay in place. And so the adjustments aren't really there like they used to be. The brightness isn't really there like they used to be, and the range is absolutely terrible. Like I have no distance like this. So I added all these extra lights. Well, I guess really it's only 4 extra LED lights, but because I ride to work at 5 a.m. to get to work at 6 a.m. So, yeah, I figured I'd show you guys what a little night bike ride was like early in the morning. Wow, guys, look at all this neat scenery you can see so well. I honestly don't even know if you'll see much of anything. GoPros aren't really known for their nighttime performance. What are some other advantages, I guess, of night riding? Well, for me, I don't really ride in the city very often, so for the roads I ride most of the time, like back roads and small highways, there's a lot less traffic at 5 a.m. I guess that's an advantage. Depending on how you look at it, it's never really super warm. You don't really ever have to worry about sweating. If you want to look at that as an advantage. What other advantages are there riding at night? Honestly, not that many. There's probably way more disadvantages to riding at night than there is riding at daytime. But for me, if I want to ride my bike, like I said before, it's kind of a necessary evil. Oh, I guess another pro, it's really easy to see if you left your signal light on. You don't have to worry about like going down. Look, another porcupine. Look at them try to scoot. They don't scoot very fast, do they? See, there's my whole thing about wildlife right there. the second porcupine I've seen today. And I really don't think hitting a porcupine with a bike would be a lot of fun. Now the cons though, that list is pretty long. It all depends on how you look at it. I've already mentioned to me, my biggest con and or fear of riding at night is that just wildlife or hazards in general. You don't have as much distance further down the road or even peripheral on the side of the road. Doesn't matter how good a light you had, you're never going to have the same visibility that you do in the daytime. You just have to be way more cautious at night because, you know, you just don't have that same visibility. Another disadvantage to riding at night, as you can probably tell now that I'm on a more of a bigger highway and there's actually people out, is you have to deal with meeting other people at night, which some people have really bright lights, some people don't turn their high beams off, some people flash you. Just night's not an ideal situation, but if you get used to it and you do it often enough and you have some half decent lights, and I would really suggest wearing something like high vis. Like, I don't have reflectives on, but I got like this yellow, my yellow jacket with the high vis striping on it. I think that helps a lot. Another thing you gotta have to be careful for at night is like distance. It's like when someone's at an approach and wanting to turn out, they'll just see like the one light. If you just have one light on your bike, I'm saying, they'll just see one light, they'll think, oh, that's a car really far away, when it could be a bike with one light a lot closer, which is why I like to run the two LED lights on the highway pegs, because it gives me that difference of the like yellow light up here and the white lights down there. So just generally have to be more cautious, more open, like, you know, you gotta keep looking around more kind of thing. In general, if you want to do night riding, if you're in a city, it's probably not as big of a deal because they got traffic lights or like street lights all over the place. But if you're like me going down highways with absolutely no lights, I think as long as you have some decent lights, either factory or aftermarket, on your bike, it's not awful. And just don't be an idiot. Don't go like crazy fast don't overdrive your headlights, or don't drive to the point where something jumped out in your road that you wouldn't have the ability to stop. And like, just don't go around corners and stuff at crazy, you know, just have common sense about it.